to tell our people that today they have the right to elect their government. Tax sobs, tax giveaways, corporate is remembered first and they do everything for the corporates. The Bharatiya Janata Party taking this country totally to the benefit of corporates, but hide his intentions through his religious propaganda. By instigating religious fervor that makes a society divided on religious line. This is the danger. That's the reason scores of MLAs and MPs are all having criminal records in our country. It says religion is a fundamental right of an individual. But what these people are doing is making religion as the very fundamental of politics. That is what is happening cruelly in the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation elections. If you take a decision to vote on religious lines, will help your city. Greetings to everybody. This is not a message, but this is a call. A call from the bottom of my heart to those friends, those people of the city of Hyderabad. You are going to participate and exercise your franchise to elect a mayor and a ward member for the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation. This is the fundamental right of the people that we won through independence. The independence of this country, India. We got this right from the British yoke by winning independence. This is the only right that is preeminent in all other rights that we have by gaining independence. This is not the words of me, this is the words of Mahatma Gandhi, our father of nation, who said this to the great yogi who set on Bhutan movement. You all know whom I am referring to, Acharya Vinoba Bhave. When he came to get the blessings of the Mahatma wholeheartedly appreciated and congratulated the Bhutan movement Acharya Vinoba Bhave said to take. But at that time, Mahatma said, Vinobaji, the movement that you take on is necessary, and I would say it's great. But then there is one other effort that we all have to take, and we are duty bound to take, that is to tell our people that today they have the right to elect their government. This is the right we have gained for them through the struggle for independence. Today it is no more a government forced on them, but it is going to be their government elected by their vote. So please kindly tell them that they have the right to vote and they are to elect their representative. Through them, a government for them is formed. This is the very meaning of independence. By telling this to Acharya Vinoba Bhave, Mahatma Gandhi cautioned one other important aspect of his advice. He said, suppose if we are not going to do this, awakening our people, make them realize what the right is in a democratic country, then in the future, we will have either a corporate democracy or a Gundas democracy. Remember, it is the words of Mahatma Gandhi. The man, his greatness is remembered because of his words. He realized then itself that where the power should be and how the people elect people to the power. Everybody cannot become leaders. While telling this, Mahatma Gandhi was in Birla House. People will say he is in Birla House, he lived in Birla House. Yet he said he realized what the corporate will do. And his worst fears has become a reality today. That's the reason we have governments, one after the other, winning and in the name of reforms, changing laws that suits corporates. Corporates loot, corporates business, everything for corporate. Tax sobs, tax giveaways, corporate is remembered first and they do everything for the corporates. For the people, everything comes under GST. Mahatma has separated either there will be corporate democracy or Gundas democracy. But he also has not foreseen that there will be a Gundas democracy along with the corporate democracy. That's the reason scores of MLAs and MPs are all having criminal records in our country. In today's assemblies and both the houses of parliaments. That is the sorry state of affairs in our democracy. In this situation, the Bharatiya Janata Party taking this country totally to the benefit of corporates, but hide his intentions through his religious propaganda. A pro-Hindu religious propaganda by which it diverts the attention of the people from the real issues by instigating religious fervor that makes a society divided on religious line. This is the danger. To avoid such a danger to our democracy only, we have incorporated secularism in our constitution. It says religion is a fundamental right of an individual. It doesn't prevent. But what these people are doing is making religion as the very fundamental of politics. That is the way to gain power. That is what is happening cruelly in the Greater Hyderabad municipal corporation elections. Assuming that we follow blindly or with the thinking or one-sided thinking or lopsided thinking. I don't say the other side is not without religion. There is AIMIM that wanted to represent only Muslims. They have some reasons. Even BJP too has reasons. But where is democracy in that? Making minority a power, making majority a power, what is that you are going to achieve? Except clashes and bloodshed. If you don't adhere and safeguard the secular polity in our country in all aspects will be finished. And it is already happening. For 5 years we are struggling with any economic aspects, social aspect, struggles, agitations and so many. Finally, when the election comes, they create a religious fervor, temper and divert the people's attention and use it whatever way and means that they have at their disposal and get the desired results. Finally, coming to power, they are using their power to support, augment corporates' benefits. Now, think in what way, if you take a decision to vote on religious lines, will help your city. Please think deeply. Is there any country with a single religious overtones, religious basis, have succeeded? Take the case of Sri Lanka. It is Singhala Buddhist state. Now, it decimated a population, a part of its population, Tamils, and now seeking help from every other country. It has come to such an economic crisis. Take the case of Pakistan. Take the case of any country, even Burma. Any country, nation that goes behind religion will suffer internally, leave alone external aspect of it. internally it will suffer. Because that will bring in unfit people into the power. People like Yogi Adityanath. He talks about Bhagyanagar. By changing Hyderabad into Bhagyanagar, he says Vikas is assured. Ask him how that is possible. And how that is not possible if the name continues to be Hyderabad. He can't answer. But remember, when they come back to power, they will do this. We will become hardened religious fanatics, not great, grand citizens of this country. Those who have fought for our independence have forgotten all these petty differences, got together and fought for our independence. I am the follower of Sri Aurobindo and Mother. Aurobindo, during the liberation struggle, he was Aurobindo Ghosh. I have gone through his works, read a lot. This country is to be a secular state, a secular, democratic, socialistic republic. This is the fundamental of our constitution. And they are bent upon to wreck these constitutional foundations. Please understand, where are we going to stand? For the present to the future, or to side with religion, forgetting the future. We have gods in our hearts, in our temples. That is altogether an individualist pursuit. That no way hindered in our polity, in our governance. But these people, they are making religion uppermost, not making the spiritual aspect of our religions. This is very important. Spirituality telling the oneness of each and every soul, Atma and Paramatma. But these people does not go into the spiritual aspect of Hindu religion or Vedas. They seek only a division in society. This is against the polity of our nation, against the principles of our democracy. Kindly think it over. Share your thoughts with others. Save Hyderabad. Thank you very much. Meet again.